What's up everyone and welcome to some late night Warframe. Titania Prime dropped last night and brought with it a couple of new Prime weapons, so let's take a look at the newest melee and upgrade to a weapon that time really forgot, the Pangolin Prime. The Pangolin Sword is one of those that honestly you'd be hard pressed to find anyone that remembered it existed. So when it was announced it was being primed over something more popular, it was a bit of a surprise to be honest. The original weapon, quite frankly, is one of the worst melees in the game by quite a long way. So what does the Prime get to boost it? Better crit chance, crit damage multiplier, 26% crit chance, that 2.2 times multiplier. It's really solid, means Blood Rush builds are going to work nicely. Boosted status as well, up from 22% to a fantastic 30%. Which means that once you start messing around with Weeping Wounds, you're going to be hitting 100% status and beyond super quickly. You also get an upgraded base damage, a huge portion of which is slash, which is going to feed into that viral slash meta real nice once it's modded. Modding wise, there's a few changes to the meta build we posted a few months ago, which is keeping the weapon in line with the current status meta. So, the stance, Crimson Dervish, because of Crimson Orbit combo. It's the neutral spam E combo, mostly because we have 2 hits with 300% bonus damage, and then a final hit with an enforced impact proc and a knockdown. Now this combo, when you combine those multipliers with the viral slash combo, make anything using this stance hit like a damn truck, and is by far the best for this. Condition Overload, because we're running a Weeping Wounds build, works out a lot better than Prime Pressure Point very quickly. Blood Rush for crit chance as our combo goes up. Weeping Wounds to boost our status chance, also with that combo counter. Orc Shatter for more crit damage. Primed Reach for hitting as many enemies as possible with each swing. Elemental combo, it's not too difficult here, but there's a little bit to it. Because they removed the fact that physical procs used to be 4 times more likely to proc than elemental, now you have to be careful with modding elemental as to not overpower the physical procs. Modding with the Prime Fever and the 90% cold mod will give you a massive boost to viral damage, but that means that you don't proc slash anywhere near as often. Using the dual stats like this keeps it close enough that you're going to get enough viral procs to boost the damage from the slash procs. So while yeah, it's still viral, the mods used do actually make a large difference to the build now and really need to be taken into account. Also, one thing to note here is we're using Naramon's Power Spike for our combo counter, rather than losing a mod slot for it. If you're going to focus on melee, then using the best focus score for melee is as much of a part of the build as anything else. So what do I think of the Pangolin Prime? Do I think it's worth the farm, and is it any good? Well, yes, the weapon actually is pretty damn amazing, quite frankly. It will tear through literally anything we have in the game like paper. Viral Slash, such a strong combo these days, you can slice through the toughest enemies with ease, and the Pangolin does that brilliantly. That being said, while it is fantastic, if you are the type of player that only uses the best in the class, the Dacra Prime is still top of the single swords. The better crit chance and crit multiplier does mean that once you actually get Weeping Wounds stacked on the Dacra a bit, the Dacra is a fair bit more powerful. Pangolin Prime is only able to orange crit, whereas the Dacra can red crit, and that pushes the crit tier higher, on top of the already higher base crit. So if you're looking for the top single sword, Pangolin Prime has actually not changed that top spot whatsoever. Clearly though, that doesn't mean the Pangolin Prime is a bad weapon. You can see here that it quite frankly isn't. It makes mincemeat out of the 4 gunners, and that is from a cold start, so imagine what it's like if it was fully stacked. Drop a ribbon on it. Attack speed, crit damage, range, either of the viral combo elements with a minus of something like minus impact or minus puncture or something like that. And this is going to be a bit of a monster. One thing this does have over the Dacra is it doesn't have a horrendously bad disposition. So you can probably do some cool stuff with ribbons to close the gap between this and the Dacra a bit. But once you do get it, you get a fantastic looking and incredibly capable melee weapon. It's going to tear through anything you put it up against and not have any problems with it. And I'd say that it's a pretty damn good weapon. So if you're someone that just wants something that's going to get the job done and do it well, you are going to enjoy this. If you want the best in class, save your Forma, and get the Dakra. So, I hope you enjoyed this quick little look at the Pangolin Prime. Let me know your thoughts on it in the comments below. Titania and Corinth videos, as well as Ash Prime coming in the next few days, provided I'm actually not still unwell. But for now, smash that like button if you enjoyed the video, and sub for more Warframe content, and I shall see you in the next video.